Hey guys, Ryan Osborne here, back with this specialist series, and today I've got my good friend Mark Kabuke, who is a practicing naturopath.
Good job, dude. Really good last name.
Here in St. John's. I know he had to tell me off camera how to say his name right 5 times. Man, what did you, right? But no, you know, in terms of Mark and his specialties, I'm going to just kind of let him talk about, I get the typical clients that he does see and his areas of specialties, and then we'll kind of go right into our kind of main talk for today.
Sure. So I have the same background as Ryan, kinesiologist as well. I just did mine at St. Francis Xavier University.
They're in Nova Scotia proud, because I did mine at
X-ray day was yesterday. X-ray day was yesterday. That's good. So listen, I see people all day, some of Ryan's clients, some a lot like Ryan's clients, and I find there's 3 common areas that people make, I guess we'll call them their pitfalls. The things that sabotage your energy, your vitality, you know, that get up and go, that spark you're looking for. There's 3 big things that sabotage that.
And exactly, and obviously the purpose of these videos in terms of the demographic, so I guess in terms of the target, is that middle-age bracket, and there's no question that besides the natural hormone imbalances from at least the female side, and even obviously, you know, guys in terms of their kind of, I guess, you know, status of life, career, not career, energy is no question a huge thing that they just, you know, fight. And obviously that's your baseline, it's your common denominator in terms of even wanting to, I guess, make a change and have the energy to work out, to put emphasis on your nutrition, because if you don't have energy, if sleep, everything is not there, then obviously it just kind of flows into so many other aspects.
Yeah,
so,
and to further that, you know, when I do your introductory questionnaire, when people come into my office, you know, I give them the option of, you know, what's your biggest complaint that you have in your lifestyle? And I would say at least 80% of the people that I see complain with energy is number one. Energy is their biggest one. Depression's the close second. Digestive issues are third, but energy is a huge monster.
All right, so I guess for this video's purpose, we wanted to kind of talk about, I guess, you know, malnourishment, overeating, undereating. Like, I guess, how do you kind of approach that, right?
Yeah,
like when people come into that, what's your, I guess, approach to that? What are some key takeaways that you really kind of hone in first?
So pitfall number 1, I think most people are making, like you just said, we're overeating but undernourishing. So basically we eat too many of the wrong foods and not enough of the right foods. And now where I think the problem is too, as you can see this as well, is that people make a transition from, maybe they see a coach or you know, a nutritionist or something like that. They make the transition to a more, you know, stabilized form of diet, including those foods, but they don't digest. And that's what's crucial. So it's not what you eat anymore, it's what you now digest. And that's a huge part of what naturopaths do very well. You know, we would be able to look at and see where the pitfalls are from your digestive standpoint. You know, are you having bloating, gas, diarrhea? How's your stool look? We can measure your stool. Is there things that are undigested in your stool that are causing issues? Is there undigested fats? Is there carbohydrates? Is there too many, you know, undigested plant fibers? Like, what's there? So we can measure all that, right? So we have tools for that.
Which is key for that, because I don't think, you know, from an assessment standpoint, everybody kind of may check their weight, or it might be tracking something with obviously all now the fitness trackers, but sometimes people just don't realize, or at least maybe just don't understand the value of testing those
and that's a huge part.
Right?
And testing's not for everybody, don't get me wrong, but you know, sometimes in those hard to do cases that have been everywhere and tried the numerous things, at some point you got to kind of have some data in your hands to look at it analytically and say, okay, here we go.
Here you go. So I guess, you know, you get a common question of like people saying, well, I'm low on this, I'm low on that, but sometimes you realize the number one, your absorption ability, and then of course the bioavailability of whatever supplements that you're taking. So I guess have a little spurt on that, I guess, in terms of, you know, absorbing and the digestive issues that can come, that you might be taking supplements, but you may not be even getting anything from them, right? And they think that's the magic pill.
That's the problem, right? Is that, you know, so many of us are clumped into this category of, you know, we just give supplements. And look behind us. There's a ton of stuff that we use here. But I'm a firm believer in food is medicine first. And if we can get the food dialed in, if we can get your body working with your food instead of against your food, that's when we have success. So can I get you from a point of, you might need, when I first do an assessment, you know, 20 different supplements. But over an 8-12 week program, we might be able to get you to the point where you need 2. And I think that's crucial. And that's just working with your body to get it back what it's looking for. So if it is a needing of a digestive assistant, if it's like a little gallbladder support, if it is like something to help you digest protein, I don't know what it might look like for people. And that's what's cool, because everybody's different. Some need all 3. Some need 1. That's the cool part about it.
And I guess lifestyle habits, obviously, kind of
it's a big deal.
hand in hand with that, right?
I mean, like, The big one I see too, and nobody talks about it, but seasonal eating.
Okay.
Why are we eating raw, cold foods in the wintertime? We're already cold in the wintertime. What do you expect your digestive system to do?
Yeah, exactly.
So it's funny because you see so many people that start their plan, and when do they start a plan? January 1.
Boom.
Coldest time of the year. And the difference is we're looking at putting more salads and getting the carbs out, and I think that's all great. But the time of the year is sabotaging you. So it's interesting that you have to eat with the season, right?
Yeah,
and that's the kind of cool thing that we as naturopaths, we're a little bit weird and wonky. And that's one of the weird and wonkies about us, is there's times of the year that we should be having more of those raw foods, and sometimes we look at more of those warming foods. It's kind of interesting.
Great. No, great points. Okay, well, anyways, thanks, Mark. Like I said, we've got a couple of other areas that we want to get in, but we want to just kind of really hone in on a few, or 1 to 2 per video. So hopefully you got some good takeaways from today, and we'll see you soon.